What does lying do to your energy field? The whispering mirror. What if every lie you've ever spoken still clings to your energy field like invisible ink, only visible to those who can see? In ancient Persia, there was a legend of the whispering mirror, a sacred object said to reflect not your face, but the state of your soul. It is told that liars feared it most, for when they gazed into its glass, their own reflection twisted and cracked, revealing the fractures caused by deceit. But this is no mere fable. In truth, every lie, no matter how small, alters the fabric of your being. Not just emotionally or psychologically, but energetically. Lying is not just a moral misstep, it is an alchemical disruption. A distortion in the vibrational symphony of your existence. So, what does it truly do to your energy field? To understand, we must first journey into the unseen architecture of truth, and the metaphysical mechanics of falsehood. The anatomy of a lie in the energy field. Imagine your energy field as a luminous tapestry, woven with threads of intention, emotion, memory, and truth. When you speak authentically, these threads align, resonating in harmony with the greater field of life around you. Your words carry coherence, like a tuning fork vibrating in accord with the music of the cosmos. But a lie is a false note in that song. When you lie, you split your field. On the surface, your words say one thing. But beneath, your body, your heart, your soul, know another. This creates what esoteric teachers call an energetic dissonance, a rift between inner knowing and outer expression. This rift doesn't just vanish. It lingers. It vibrates. Mystic teacher Rudolf Steiner once wrote that lies weave etheric knots in the subtle body, forming tangles that restrict the flow of vital energy. These knots are not metaphorical. Sensitive clairvoyants and healers often describe them as shadowy residues. Dense, sluggish, or sticky spots in the aura. Over time, repeated lying creates patterns, energetic imprints that alter your magnetic field. These distortions may manifest as chronic fatigue, anxiety, a lack of clarity, or an inability to connect deeply with others. Because when your words are not grounded in truth, your energy cannot anchor in presence. It's like trying to build a temple on shifting sand. And yet, the most dangerous lies are not always the ones we tell others. They're the ones we tell ourselves. The cost of self-deception and energetic fragmentation. To deceive another is one thing, but to lie to oneself is a far more insidious poison. It seeps into the soul quietly, like ink in water, unnoticed until the entire vessel is stained. Self-deception creates the deepest fractures in the energy field. When you lie to yourself, about your desires, your wounds, your shadows, you exile parts of your psyche into darkness. Carl Jung called these exiled parts the shadow self, the aspects of our being that we reject, deny, or suppress. But the energy of those denied truths doesn't disappear, it festers. It fragments your field. Think of your consciousness as a mirror. Self-deception fogs the glass, distorting the image of who you really are. You can't access your full spiritual power if part of your being is lost in illusion. As the ancient Hermetic axiom goes, as within, so without. When your inner world is fractured by falsehood, your outer reality reflects confusion, misalignment, and disconnection. Energetically, this fragmentation weakens your auric boundaries. You become more susceptible to negative influences, more likely to absorb emotional debris from others, and more easily pulled off your path. It's like trying to navigate a storm with a broken compass. The Sufi mystic Hazrat Inayat Khan once said, "A person who speaks a lie is as though he carries a weight upon his heart. But the one who lies to himself carries a weight upon his soul." The remedy begins with radical honesty, not just with others, but in the mirror of silence, when no one is watching. Because truth is magnetic. It draws the scattered fragments of your being back into wholeness. The vibrational frequency of truth versus falsehood. In the invisible architecture of the universe, everything vibrates. Every thought, every word, every intention, each has its own frequency. The mystics of old knew this. They understood that truth is not merely a concept, but a vibration, and it resonates differently than falsehood. Dr. David R. Hawkins, in his seminal work Power versus Force, mapped the vibrational scale of human consciousness. According to his research, truthful states like love, integrity, and courage calibrate high, they are expansive, life-giving, radiant. In contrast, falsehood, shame, guilt, and deceit resonate at lower frequencies, they constrict, decay, and drain. When you speak or live in truth, your energy field becomes luminous, clear, magnetic. Others feel drawn to you, even if they don't understand why. Your presence carries weight, a gravitas born from coherence between word and soul. But when you lie, even slightly, you lower your field. You generate energetic static. The body may stiffen, the breath may shallow, the heart may race. These are not just biological reactions. They are spiritual alarms, warning you that your soul is out of sync with your speech. Lies ripple through the field like smoke in still air, subtle, but corruptive. Over time, they dim your spiritual light, cloud your intuition, and attract energies of similar vibration. Like attracts like. A field clouded by falsehood draws confusion, dishonesty, and deception from others. But truth. Truth tunes you like a sacred instrument. It aligns you with the higher harmonics of the cosmos, those octaves where clarity, purpose, and divine insight reside. As the Taoist masters taught, those who follow the way align with the truth of heaven. To lie is to step off that way, and to feel, in time, the dissonance of separation. Shall I continue to Section 5, Practical Techniques to Clear Lying Residue from the Energy Field? Practical techniques to clear lying residue from the energy field. Even the most luminous souls have, at times, bent the truth. We are human. But just as a body can be cleansed, so too can the energy field be purified. The path back to clarity is not through punishment, but through conscious, sacred restoration. 1. The ritual of inner confession. Find a quiet space. Light a candle, not just as decoration, but as a symbol of inner illumination. Sit in stillness. Speak your truth aloud, not to another, but to your own soul. Acknowledge the lies you've told. The half-truths. The omissions. Whisper them to the flame. This is not shame, it is shadow alchemy. As you name each falsehood, feel the energetic knot begin to loosen. The truth will set you free, said Yeshua of Nazareth. But first, it must be spoken, even if only to the silence. 2. Breathwork to realign the field. Lies constrict. Truth expands. Use conscious breath to open your field again. Inhale deeply through the nose, imagining white gold light filling your chest. As you exhale through the mouth, visualize gray smoke, residue from past deceit, leaving your body. Repeat this cycle 7 times. With each breath, affirm inwardly, I return to truth. I return to alignment. 3. Energetic cord cutting. Lies often create hidden cords, subtle connections to the people or situations we've deceived. These cords drain energy and reinforce energetic confusion. Close your eyes. See these cords in your mind's eye, thin strands connecting you to moments of dishonesty. Call upon a higher presence, your higher self, a guardian spirit, or the Archangel Michael, to sever them. Visualize a sword of light cutting through each one. Feel the space around your heart begin to clear. 4. Speaking sacred truth daily. Each day, commit to one act of radical honesty. Not harsh truth, but heart-aligned truth. Even a simple sentence, spoken with soul, restores integrity to your field. Truth, wrote the philosopher Gurdjieff, is the first step toward awakening. But it must be practiced. Like a muscle, your energetic truth frequency strengthens with daily use. Remember, to clear the residue of lying is not just to feel better, it is to become magnetic once again. A radiant beacon. A mirror without distortion. The alchemy of truth, becoming a radiant vessel. There is a moment in the life of every seeker when they realize, truth is not just a virtue. It is a force of transformation. A sacred fire. When you walk in truth, not just externally, but from the marrow of your being, you become transparent to the divine. Your words carry power because they no longer come from ego, fear, or manipulation. They flow from the wellspring of alignment. Of essence. Of soul. This is the alchemy of truth. In ancient Egypt, when a soul died, it was said to be weighed against the feather of Ma'at, the goddess of truth, order, and cosmic law. If the heart was heavy with falsehood, it would sink. But if it was light, free from lies and self-deception, it would rise, ascending into eternity. This myth holds a secret: truth lightens the soul. Lying densifies it. Slows its vibration. Chains it to the wheel of confusion and karmic repetition. But when you become a vessel of truth, your aura clears. Your voice heals. Your presence soothes. You become not just a person, but a portal. A living conduit through which higher intelligence can speak, act, and bless the world. People sense this. Children trust you. Animals relax around you. Strangers confide in you. Because your energy field is no longer a hall of mirrors, but a still lake. Reflective. Real. This is not about perfection. It is about alignment. It is about the willingness to strip away illusion, to burn away distortion, and to step forward, naked, luminous, and free. Because when you do, truth doesn't just live in you. It radiates through you. And those who walk in your light, will remember the light in themselves. Now that you've glimpsed what lies beneath the veil, the question remains. Will you choose truth, or illusion? The journey begins in small moments, one honest word, one courageous breath, one choice to align with your soul. In a world tangled with noise and deception, those who walk in truth become living beacons. Anchors of clarity. Guardians of the sacred current. If this message resonated with something ancient and true within you, don't let it fade. Subscribe to the Temple of Hidden Keys, where we explore esoteric wisdom, ancient teachings, and the forgotten technologies of the soul. Thumbs up like this video to send ripples of truth through the collective field. Speech balloon comment below, what does truth mean to you, and how has lying affected your energy? Remember, this path is not walked alone. Each time one of us steps into light, we illuminate the way for others. Walk gently, but walk in truth. Until next time, seeker, stay radiant.